Okay. Can everyone hear me? Am I all good? Oh my god, my freaking microphone. I can hear it. Sorry, I don't have my good microphone. I'm gonna refrain from typing keyboards as much as possible. Alright. Am I all good? I'm waiting for someone to chat. No, I didn't break it. It's in my dorm room at school. But alright, I'm sm64pie, Super Mario 64 ROM hacker. Today I will be showing some stuff I'm working on, and I'll work on a mini hack I've been doing for Arthur's competition. And I'll show you like how I make levels and stuff. If you never see me stream on Twitch before. So I have a cold too, so. I'll wait for Arthur to change the title real quick. We're just staring at this pause screen right now. As with, please. Alright, so the first thing here I have is the contest hack I'm working on for Arthur's contest. It's like a sm64 ROM hacking level making thing. So, yeah. The challenge was to make a level based on Super Mario Odyssey. So, you can probably title change. You can probably see it whenever I start playing it. Tell me if the music audio is good too. So this is the part of the contest mission I'm working on. Of course, this level is based on Toadstool from Super Mario Odyssey. Yeah, it's kind of strange here, but it's a little pyramid over there, a thing, another thing up there, there's an oasis over there, giant wall. Alright, sweet. I've been working on this level for maybe a month or so now, because I haven't had much time to make it. But that's part of the thing I'm making. All the background noise. I can try to fix that, but let me turn it down a little. That might be better. Yeah, my mic is terrible right now. Sorry about that. Okay, sweet. Full speed. Here, let me put that back up. That should be better. Okay, that should be good. Anyways, so yeah, this level's based on Toadstool from Super Mario Odyssey, and yeah, as you go through the level, you'll probably get 27 moons for the meme, complete for the meme. And there'll be like a couple separate areas in here. Yeah, it's the town area, thing over there. Title changed. And there's another part of this, or another thing in this hack I've added to make it seem more authentic, I guess that's the word, to Super Mario Odyssey. Let's see if I can actually get to it up here. Yep, actually added a power moon here. The model is terrible at the moment, but I'll fix that later. But yeah, the thing with this challenge is Arthur made a code that lets you collect stars without sticking out of the level. It's like you're eating. Wow. But yeah, Arthur made a code that let the stars not take you out of the level. Terrible. Anyways, there's this thing over here too. Made a small oasis here. Of course, this level isn't finished yet, so you'll see some stuff that's not working. Like this is solid water, and the water's not moving. So you'll see stuff like that in here, and you can pass through random walls and stuff. I think it's just my keyboard just loud in general. Yeah, that's the first thing I'm working on. Oh yeah, this is my laptop mic. But that's what I'm working on right now. Now I'm also working on a hack called SuperSlide64, which you might know about if you follow me on YouTube or see me sm64pie guy. Yes, you follow me on YouTube or on Twitter. Well, Twitter I guess, but Twitch too. This is one of the other hacks I'm working on. I think I haven't imported the level on this yet, so I'll get back to that in a second. I'll get back to that later on. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Yes. Okay. I guess it's the perfect time to stop the importing process then, while I need to import the thing. So, how you import levels into sm64 ROM is you model in a 3D modeler like SketchUp or Blender, depending on which one you prefer. You'll go ahead and export it as a. Let me turn on the music real quick. Sorry. Oh wait, never mind. I closed it. Well, I'm terrible. I was not prepared. Anyways, let me minimize that while that opens. Tree about JPEG. Oh, someone just subbed me. Okay. Let me turn off that alert. I was not prepared. Anyways, this is terrible. Okay, back to what I was saying. What you do is you model in 3D model like SketchUp or Blender. Then you'll go export the model as an OBJ file. See right here. Export that. Then you'll open up your level importer. Right here you have your load ROM tab and your model, your collision map, stuff like that. So you'll want to open up the ROM. I actually have settings for this already made because I like working efficiently. But so let's say we want to import this slide right here. This is the first slide I made, so load the settings file you have. And here's all your settings right here. You have your ROM file, your model file, your collision file, and then the level's been replaced right here. Depth floor is like for sky levels or levels that don't have like levels that aren't closed in, like open levels. You'll put the depth floor on, or else you'll hit invisible walls everywhere. There's a bottomless pit. And then you have your scaling right here, which a lot of people use like scalings for every level. I don't do that because I'm bad, but like Brodu does it, and other people do it. They have like specific scaling for each one they do. Mine always random from like 5 to like 20,000. Anyways, so that's pretty much this tab right here. I don't really mess with any of these other options, but that's that. You have the level settings. Oh my god, as a stop. Here you have your specific level settings. Your terrain types, which will be like normal terrain, snow terrain, which is like the terrain where you get stuck in the ground, as well as sand. And then I don't know what Big Boost Haunt does yet. I'm not sure. It just makes a weird noise. But And then water levels, I'm not sure what that does either. I never use it. And then slippery slide is makes everything slippery, literally everything. These are environment effects such as snow, blizzard, stuff like that. Lava, and I'm not sure what the others do. Beta flower makes random flowers everywhere. Backgrounds right here, which are just vary from like haunted house right there, cool mountain. You just gotta know which one's which. This right here is where you set your music, and we'll get into music a little bit later on. I'll get into the music settings tab. But yeah, that's where you get to import your music from and select, or not import, but that's where you select the music you want on the level. You have your camera right here. Usually I like to use open camera or free roam camera. The other ones are kind of strange. Like a lot of these will be weird. I haven't tested a lot of them, but some of them just mess up, just completely random. Here you can set fog, and fog goes by whatever hex value the color code is. So say you wanted white fog, you put it as FF, which is the max value you put in there. So that'll be subtle, and then all the way to the end will be hardcore, which means you wouldn't be able to see anything at all. Which is, I think that's what Super Mario 74 Extreme Edition does, and the Vanish Cap level uses the highest fog setting, which is why you can't see a thing. Custom backgrounds are also here, and here you can just load up any picture you want. It might not look right because usually SM64 backgrounds are 256 by 256 pixels, so if you get the wrong size, it'll be kind of weird. It'll look cut off in game, so you'll have to do that. Initial position. This is really usually you set this in Toadstool, which is another program we'll get into later. But this right here, it sets like the position for Castle Grounds, wherever you want to make a custom overworld, since you can't edit that position in Toadstool. Oh, 0 use Parallax too. That's interesting. Okay. But and then this is like a thing Skelet's added in newer versions of the importer, that you can like edit specific things that are on like music for caps. You don't have to have the same music for cap. Like you have separate one for Vanishing Wing, or stuff like changing the big bomb on health, stuff like that. You can't edit everything from there. There's another tool you can use for that, but that's just basic stuff. Right here's your RAM bank, and this is where you select the enemies and objects in the level. So here, say I wanted to do skeeters like I always put them on my levels. I'll go to Water Objects 2, check it right here. It'll be in this bank right here, so I can use it now. Same with, say I wanted a bomb bombs right there. And these ones are level-specific custom objects. Like, you can use Rainbow Ride for a lot of custom ones if you don't know how to edit the geo layout, which is basically the model of the object itself. If you don't know how to edit that, you can edit the preset ones. But if you do, you can edit any model in the ROM as long as you know the geo layout, which I don't know a lot of them, so that's why I use this. Broder uses that as well for his like mini stars and his model and his hacks, stuff like that. This right here is where you set the collision of the map. Collision is kind of strange in SM64 if you don't know how to do it correctly. Hey Space, how's it going? But it's kind of strange if you don't know how to do it correctly. Collision, of course, you can have like invisible walls and stuff. You can pass through floors easily, so you have to be really observant about what you do with it. But here you can set like collision types such as the lava, death floors, quicksand, all kinds of stuff like that. Non-solid stuff. That's pretty much that thing there. So we have the special materials tab, which allows you to set stuff like enabling water in the level. You know, use a bunch of random objects, that is true. But you can set like water, toxic gas, which I hate using toxic gas. I know a lot of people hate it too. But you can set that there, and you can also set scrolling textures here. And scrolling textures are a bit strange to get working, but they're not too easy once you figure them out. Or they're easy once you figure them out. I don't know why I said there. Then right here we have various ROM settings, so you can set what level you start in, pause menu warp, you exit course. That's how I edit everything in Bowser's Engrave. I just set it to pause menu warp that crashed the game. That's why you crash whenever you exit course in Bowser's Engrave, usually. you can actually set act selectors for like the secret aquarium and secret levels, stuff like that. So you can have like an act selector screen for any secret level, or you can actually disable them for normal levels as well. So you can just spawn into Bomb on Battlefield without going to the act select screen. And then other software, you just don't really need the. Don't even worry about that too much. Just if you want larger levels, you press this one right here, which will make it larger. Like larger as in like what's the word I'm thinking of? Distance, kind of. Like you can go farther out than you can if you don't do that. I know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, you check this one when you want to release your ROM. That one will remove that weird error you get whenever you open any ROM after setting it to 8 megabytes. So that's how you fix that one. And that one reduces lag. It says right there. I don't think you can add star names for levels that happen, because I've tried it before, and what it does is sets it to the whenever you collect a secret star, like it'll say you got a castle star or whatever. It'll say that for all or for the first star, and then the other 6 stars will be blank. So I'm not sure how that works entirely. I think Kaze might have done a thing with it in his latest video, but I'm not sure. Here you can set paths and positions like Cooper the Quick's path, or the elevators, or you can set like the bomb where the bomb star spawns, all that kind of stuff. You can also, if you've also wondered how Broder can get like chuckyas and bomb-ops and all kinds of bad stuff in boxes, you do this right here, which will allow you to edit what's inside those boxes. Bomb. Anyways. There's also other stuff here, like a hex editor, which that's if you get into like behavior editing and stuff, which I do know a little bit of behavior editing. You can also look at the tweaks from earlier that I explained, where you can edit stuff like the stars, the bomb on health, stuff like that. I said it again, but I don't care. Stars required, all that stuff. And finally, we have the music settings screen, which here you can actually create music for the ROM and import it and extract it. So if you ever wanted to find out what kind of song is in the ROM, assuming that they named it properly, like I never name my songs properly, but assuming they name it properly, you can go here and just look at all the songs they have here. Like for instance, I'll open up Shining Stars 3's, you can see how that one looks, because that one is actually completely full of songs. I have to open up a different Lightning McQueen. I have to open up a different importer for this, but open Shining Stars 3 right here. So you have all the music I've used in the game, and like I said, I did terrible at naming all these. But you can check what kind of songs you want, and say you wanted the wing cap theme that I put in Shining Stars 3. So you go to that one, which is this one right here. Just press extract sequence, and then just save it as whatever. There you go. They'll say that. Just go into there, which is here. Ignore my background, but go there, and there it is right there. So if you ever just want to extract songs from the game to figure out like what it is, or if you want to use it for your own hack, you can do that. Alright, that's pretty much the level importer there. Fairly simple. I don't know why I closed that actually. I need to re-import that level. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and open that level back up. It's going to import over SuperSlide64.64, so I'll go and press that. I already have the settings set up, so I don't need to like edit anything. Started anime. Pay no attention. Anyways. So now that I got that, I'm going to open up Toadstool and show you how to like place objects and stuff. So we'll go to Dropbox. You can also use Quad64 for this, which I'll show that off too, just so you can see how both work and stuff like that. Also, Toadstool's going to take like 5 minutes to open. Goodness. Toadstool's slow. Literally the slowest thing in the world. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so we'll open up the ROM now in Toadstool. Type folder. Totally. Card from yeah, let's see. This is Toadstool right here. The one of the programs you can use to insert objects, stars, and stuff. So here we have just a small overworld I made for the slide hack. I'll go ahead and place a pipe so we can get to the first level without having to test it. So I'll go ahead and just copy one of these. You can do that by selecting this, holding Shift, press copy right here. Go into empty object, or any object, paste it on there. I like to use this strategy a lot when we're making levels. It just makes it go really quick. So I'll paste on there. We'll set the object right here. Give the object combos. And we will sort it by alphabetical order. That's easier for you to find the stuff. It's terrible if you use it 1, 2, 3 order instead of or numerical order. I don't want to say it like that. Anyways, so we want the warp pipe. We'll put that there. Go and orbit that. We'll move this all the way over here by the start, which this is where you spawn in the game. Drop it there. And we will warp this to, and warps are kind of confusing in SM64, unless you know how to do them properly. It just takes a little practice for those. They're very confusing to do if you're like a first time actor. 0, 1, right here. So we will set this to go to Bomb on Battlefield. 1-10, which is already set. So now you've got that done, we can go to the actual level right there by clicking this little arrow. Then it'll drop down and show you all the levels in the ROM that you can go to. So we'll go ahead and look at these. This is the start warp right here, warp Mario Start 1. That's normally going to be your starting warp, unless of course, like I said earlier, it's the castle grounds and stuff. So let's go set this to start up here. A trick I like to use to see which way the warp is facing is I can change the model ID right here, which is just the model of the entire object, to a star. So put that in there. Just like to do a lot. And the star is facing, I can't tell which way. It is this way. So that means Mario will end up facing this way as he enters level. What I like to do is I just like to rotate a little, so it faces the correct way. And then go ahead and change that back. Alright. Now I got that, I'll just close out Toadstool and we'll see how it looks. I'll go on PauseMusic now. There you go.
It's me, Mario. Okie dokie.
There you go. So this is the pipe I just set in here. I always make sure to save in Toadstool because sometimes it doesn't save. So just make sure you spam the save button. So I'll go ahead and test it out. And here you go. This is the first slide I made for the slide hack. Everything's all set besides, I guess I forgot to import the music. So I can just do that real quick. Keyboard sounds. Yes. So let's go back into Level Importer, or sm64 editor. Playing Out of Doom, totally. I'm the best at that game. And by the best, I mean terrible. Well, what's that music setting as? Let me reopen it. Nice beautiful flowers. Custom Music 1. So we'll go to Custom Music 1, replace it. And this song is... What song did I use for this? Music Playing Zone, I think. Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. There you go. Put that in there and save. There you go. Alright, so now I'll test it again. I think that's my laptop fan actually. My laptop is very loud. I can show you how to do that in a second actually. I have one of those in my that sand level I was making. There you go. So now the music works. Sorry for the keyboard noises. Let's see. It's not bad, so. Now you see here, the collision right here is not working right because you're not sliding on the slide. Of course I can edit that in a sec. But yeah. You also set the like how the slide start timer and the slide end timer from the collision tab in the importer. And I think the limit here is like 40 seconds or something, so I'm gonna not get the star, but whatever. So let's just jump down there. Yeah, I messed up something collision. Oh, I missed. Whoops. Anyways, yeah, that's how that works. Level importing and stuff. Reshuffle that music. Just try, you don't need them. Alright, so now I'll start working on this level a little bit more. So right here is, like I said, it's based on Toadstool right now. We have 27 moons or so on here. I'm just putting them everywhere on the level. I need to add, I think I need to add 5 more moons, but I'm not sure though. 5, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 19. I need to add 8 more. Okay, in reference to Daniel's question, what I have to do is I like to make 2 groups, like right here, there's one of them. Night, please. Oops. What I do is I like to make groups right here, like that. So this is one-sided, and this side's on the other side. So that way you won't have like separation whenever you import the level between those two. So it looks like it actually fits there. The same spot. Like basically I put them in the same spot, one face facing one side, one facing the other. In terms of the collision map, you'll need to do something like, say we delete all that. In terms of the collision map, you'll need to make it very thin like this. And then all the way to the end. And then just do it like this. Night, please. Like that, so that way the collision will register there, and you won't pass through the wall, like I did earlier. Right there. There you go. Alright, so in this level, let's see, I need to work on making a kind of rock path over here that leads to the temple that we're making. So we'll just start modeling that. Now, I could always UV map a path, but that'd be more tedious. I don't have a good rock texture for that, so I'll probably just make like little squares, kind of like in Last Impact. What level is that? Course 2. I can't remember what it's called. Stone Snake Shatters, I think. Is that the level? I think that's what it's called. So let's say we want to do that. These are just the various tools I use when I work with level modeling. I have to use the extrusion tool right here, which like makes it extrude in 3D directions. The offset tool, which will make it the same polygon but in a different size. The move tool right here, which will move the polygon up based on the other vertices that are nearby. Rotate tool, just to rotate stuff like that. And then scaling tool, which will scale stuff up. I actually use those just variously. Actually, go and save that. I'll give you an example of like a finished level real quick while I do this. Hello again, Monica. Like for instance, let's open up the Sanctuary Space from Shining Stars 3. As you see, Sanctuary Space has like 20,000 models in it. This is just how, if you play Shining Stars 3, this is how it looks from the outside. I still don't know why I have these outside polygons, because you can't really see them in the game, but whatever, doesn't matter. So you can just see how I modeled the thing. That's how it looks in the modeling program. Of course, you can't see the scrolling effects and stuff like that. Oh yeah, Arthur, sure. I was actually making music box version of both that and Jump Out Superstar. Whoops, what was that? So we have this. Yep, this is basically the entire final level of Shining Stars 3. So that's basically something I've done before, based on that one. And also, let's open up everyone's favorite level from Shining Stars 3, which is Crystal Sewers. So, just say it's just a bait. This is how basic. This is how Crystal Sewers looks like. I can't talk about it, I'm sorry. Everyone's favorite level from that game. This is where that giant long pipe is. This is where the fun things are. Indeed, your favorite. Yes. Everyone loves this level. Here's the fun wall cake. Right there. So that's just basically how that level looks. And of course, the sides on this side. So much triggers me. It triggers a lot of people, including me. Now, in terms of bad levels I've made, which is a lot of them. There's a lot of cutout ones I have. Ignore all those. Let's open up. It's in here. Wall kick is easy. A lot of casuals have a problem with it. The pipe wall kick. That's not a wall kick I intended for you to do, so that's not my fault. That is added in there. Kappa B. Let's say these are all Shining Stars 1 levels, actually. Let's see. I have some really terrible ones in here. Tesla dry line. Okay. Worst level. Alright. There you go. I said. A lot of my older models aren't that good. Oh, I don't want to open that. That's that level from Shining Stars 1. There's a very narrow corridor. The center. Alright. Yep. The death area. Or the soft lock area right there. That's an example of one of the worst levels I made. But alright, so it's back to this. So I will make some small rocks in here. And that's not small. So let's say I want to do that. I'll use the offset tool to do that, and then raise it up a little, like barely, like half an inch or so. There we go. That's there. I'll go ahead and apply a texture to it. Materials and model. In the game, yeah, it looks terrible in the game. Let's see. Let's open up a new texture. Now, SMC64, it can only use, well, without using other tools, it can only use 32 by 32 textures. If you use one that's larger than that, the importer will automatically resize it down to whatever the texture size is, which sometimes will appear really blurry. So let's say, like, a lot of these are 128 by 128. Some of these. God. Anyways, yeah, a lot of them are 128 by 128. If you know how to use sm64 paint, which is a new tool that someone wrote for vertex painting, and vertex painting is something else again, so, but that tool lets you have 64x64 textures. Oh yeah, 32x64 is the thing you can do as well. It just has longer textures like that, or wider textures. Let's say I want to use this rock. Go ahead and texture that. So, let's not make it look terrible. And do that. We'll go ahead and project the texture so that way it'll actually be on the whole thing. We want to rock like that, so that's how that would look, for instance. I'm actually changing this texture though because I don't really like how it looks. Using brick texture and moon temple. Oh lord. Give me one sec. Let's see, let's use something like... this. There we go. Alright, see you later, Daniel. Something like that. Let's go ahead and edit it a little bit. We want this. There you go. Oh, that's good. Let's go ahead and select all these edges. And soften those. There we go. I might edit that a little bit more in a second. And so Arthur wanted to see that level. Too simple. I don't even know what this texture looks like, can't remember it. Oh, this brick texture. Yeah, this one looks terrible. This one looks amazing. It's actually spheres in this level. I think about SM64 and circular objects like that, they increase the polygon count like a ton. Like if you want to do like a circle, like just open up circle tool and add a circle in there, that's going to be a ton more polygons than to do a regular polygon like this. Something like that. It's going to be way more polygons than that. It's going to look weird in the ROM. Same thing with spheres. Like this one, look, you can just see all the polygons right there from all the squares. Like I don't know how many that is. I can probably check, actually. Control X, new. just import as A. That's 550 faces right there. The limit is about 20,000 without going into Skeleton's infinite level size tool, and even then that's not that much more. That's exactly why I have to, because it's smooth. It adds more polygons with it, in relevance to the other polygons, like the floor ones, the side ones, the ones connected to, basically. I've never seen the post like that somewhere. I was talking about that, so I'm going to actually undo this one, this rock out here. I'm going to, let's make into a polygon, like 8 sides. A little bit different size. Nibba, I just, anyways, explode. I know, okay, I'm not gonna, never mind. Anyways, we're gonna go make the thing I was doing with the same texture. There we go. I remember if that was the right texture or not. Rejected. Anyways, that on there, something like that, sure. Let's make that like that. Now I'll go ahead and stop it. I'll go move the endpoints over a little so it's not completely like this, what's the word? I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of. I guess not perfectly symmetrical. That's what I was thinking of. So let's look like that. We'll move. No, stop. So I'll do something like that. Like that. That there. There you go. Looks a little better than it did before. It was all similar. There you go. So we're gonna do all this. Select all these edges again. And select all the edges. Get there you go. No. Okay, good. Let's soften these. That one too. That one too. Get that one too. There you go. There you go. So I'll put that there. I'll just copy a few of them along the path. Let's see. Let's put like a circle over here. I just got an idea now. So let's see. Let's do that. I'll put them in the middle. There we go. I still have 7 more moons to put. Okay. That's gonna mess up the position map. Yeah. I just realized it was not all the way onto the face. There you go. It's just about set now. Yeah. There you go. That's better. Let's go ahead and delete the ones I already put on there. Go ahead and copy this. All set. No weird polygons underneath. And that's actually how invisible walls will appear in the hack. If you have faces that are underneath the wall or floor, they'll most likely make an invisible wall under there. Like if I did, let's see, let's save this. Let's say I did this right here. I'll put this here, then I'll pull that, and then make a slope, for instance. And then I'll extrude this. Say I make something like this. But I decide I put the wall right here, inside the face, like right here. So if you look inside here, you'll see there's a wall here now. This will 100% every time cause an invisible wall. Every time. Unless you're really lucky. But it's most likely going to make it invisible wall here. As well as something like this right here. If I put the face down there, underneath the slope, it'll make an invisible wall, or it will make you go through the slope instead of going up the slope. So that's why you see errors like that in hacks sometimes, where there's an invisible wall, you fall through a slope or something like that. There's usually something underneath there messing it up. Some invisible walls aren't caused by that, like they'll just appear out of nowhere. You have no idea where they are. Like, let's say I open up Shining Stars 3. There's one invisible wall for sure, and that is in Gale Sky Station. That's not Gale Sky Station. Gale Sky Station, right here. That is not the Gale Sky Station I was looking for. Consistent. So, you know, this is the wing cap level, technically, in Shining Stars 3. And there's normally an invisible wall, like, between these right here. Sometimes invisible walls, you just don't know where they come from. Because, like, if you look here, like, you think, oh, there's maybe a face under there. Delete this, there's not a face under here. So, I still have no idea where that invisible wall came from in Gale Sky Station. But, it's just so weird. So if you undo that, it's like, it looks like there's nothing in there, so. Sometimes they just pop up out of nowhere and you just don't know how to get rid of them. Here's a good example of that. So, go back into here. Place another moon there. I'm gonna paste some random stuff everywhere. Because this model is actually pretty much done. I just need to add little details, like more of these deals are sticking out of the sand, stuff like that. Rounding issues, that could be it. Let's add one of these, like over here somewhere. So add this there. Heather runs. Anyways. Let's add something Odyssey did, actually. It had a floating deal at the top. Let's add one of those. So, to make this easier, I can just copy and paste this. Yeah, copy paste is your friend in a lot of cases here. Let's see if I can copy paste this. this. I'll paste this up here. I didn't mean to add that on there. How did I miss so many faces? No, let's look that. There we go. Control V, there you go. Oh, I knew it was gonna do that. There's that. Oh, camera. SketchUp's kind of iffy about the camera too. So. I get mad at SketchUp a lot for doing stupid stuff. So let's do that. Let's just do that. Where's this? Oh, I didn't even realize I saw that. There you go. There you go. Flip this. Direction. No, this is just for a small, that's for Arthur's contest, GMD. I probably won't be working on repainted until I finish slide 64. It's not very much. Sorry. Copy. Let's do like that. There you go. I'll also add this random floating thing in the sky somewhere. Alright. There we go. So I added that in there. Of course, you won't be able to get to that without having like a wing cap or a cannon or something, which I'll figure that out later. Now let's see, I want to make a torch for this. So we'll go ahead and put it on top of here. Let's make it 1 foot by 1 foot for now. Oh, I forgot it's a group. Let's do that, then we do this. That's actually, I want it to be a little thinner. Instead of painting, yes. Maybe I'll add that in. I'll see. Inches there. Let's do 2 feet. Copy this. Actually, won't copy that yet. Let's get the texture we want first. We will just go ahead and we'll use this for the bottom part. It's right there. Oh, let's reset. So it doesn't look terrible. Let's do that. Let's make it look the texture actually not cut out. Whoops, not red. Okay. There we go. that there. Right there. And there we go. It's all positioned. That's good. Let's get this texture. Oops. What? Oh, bad things happen. Reset. Put this here. Here we go. And looks like Sketch is not going to cooperate with me as usual, so we'll have to do this again. Oh, never mind. That's why it's not positioned anyways in the first place. How did that happen? Let's reset position again. How did that happen? How did this occur? Right there. Oh my gosh. SketchUp, please. Please don't do that. So I'll set that there. Alright. That is just about set. Getting triggered. Yes. Okay. Right there. Let's go. And done. Well, not done completely, because I'm to the top part, but almost done. Uncopy that. Flip along blue direction. Got there. Just going to set that there. The top. Fine, gotcha. Hey, Blazy, how's it going? So there you go. What in the? How did that happen? You. How did you get off? Yes. Anyways, there's. Oh no, camera, no, not this glitch again. Don't tell me you did. Okay. I was freaking out for it. There's this weird glitch SketchUp likes to do where it completely jacks up the camera for no reason. You can't make any progress in the model until you get out of it. So you revert what you did. Okay, good. Let's get that. Alright, so that's there. Let's go ahead and copy paste in each of the four corners. That's good. It's going pretty well. It's almost done, actually. After this, I'll have 6 more things to place. 6 more stars to place in here. Or rather, moons. There we go. That there, and then that there. There we go. That. Yeah, make sure to delete your faces on the models, by the way, as we explained earlier. We'll get slopes in there and stuff. And walk through it, visible walls, all that kind of stuff. Hide all. Yeah, this is based on that, based on Level Blazy. It's for Arthur's Contest. Actually has Toadstool in the music as well. Yeah. I'll put a moon up here. I might put a painting up here, as this idea. It's good. Yeah, we'll put a painting up here. Some kind. Alright. That's pretty much that for this area. I still have a few more rooms placed in this area. But that's pretty much that. What I will do now, though, is the last thing I want to show off doing is importing a custom object and maybe doing like a custom behavior. I know it's not a specific Odyssey level, which has to be based on Odyssey in general. It's like the overworld style and stuff. I just wanted to make it based on specific, directly like Odyssey. Anyways, alright, so let's see, what kind of object do we want here? Let's do one that moves up and down, for instance. To do that, we will get a model to make. Let's see. Let's get this model. Let's get this model and save this. Make a new thing for the thing. Why? Why is it sideways? I hate SketchUp sometimes. Anyways, so do this. Oh, get aligned, thank you. There we go. So let's put this in. We're gonna make this move up and down using vanilla sm64 behaviors. You can make custom objects like this very easily by just looking at Kaze's behavior scripts and then looking at or the behavior script tutorial and then looking at the original sm64 scripts. Let's name it platform challenge. I'll go and export that. Now, because I don't know how to mess with geolayouts yet, so I'll just import this over a vanilla custom vanilla sm64 object. God, I can't talk today. Okay, let's put that in there. 6, 8, 12. Okay, 12 faces. That's plenty. That's that. I can't talk. Gosh dang. There's enough faces for me to import this in. Sorry. I can't talk right now. Let's open up the thing. Challenge. We'll load up our model. There we go. Super Slide 64. Or not, yeah, Super 64. And platform. So let's look at the scale right here. Scaling is 500. And if I recall correctly, the level scaling was 900? Or was it 1300? I can check real quick. Scaling is... Mine's blind. 1300, that was right. So we'll just set that to 1300. There we go. And we'll set the collision here. We'll just make it default. Yeah, that's fine. Default's fine. Custom importer. Now, this is what, like I said earlier, Brodu does this a lot. He will go into the custom importer right here, which allows you to import over specific objects. Like you have Rainbow Riot platforms, Hazy Maze Cave platforms, stuff like that. Even Mario's head and stuff. And title screen. But Brodu does this a lot, where he'll use a Rainbow Riot object to put into the game. So let's replace, let's see. Let's replace the castle in the sky. We don't need that model for anything. So that's here. You don't need to mess with the, if you're importing from the presets in here, you won't need to mess with import, or you don't have to mess with the offsets pretty much. If you're importing from here. If you're making one from like If you're importing one that's not a preset already in here, you'll have to find out all this information right here. But so the only one you'll need right here is collision pointer. And to do that, we'll have to write the behavior for it. So let's go to vanilla sm64 behaviors. This is something anyone can do. It's pretty easy. You just need the behavior scripts right here, which is a list of all the behavior scripts. So say you want it to move up and down. Moving pole, flame, black smoke moving squarish path, moving horizontally, moving up and down right here. So in this case, I want to change this line right here, which is the collision. This one right here is the collision pointer. And it's the command for it. So let's go ahead and copy this behavior. Anyways, no one's talking about that. So that's the collision pointer right there we need to set the behavior. Let's see. So Alright, anyway, so sorry about that. This is basically what basic behavior looks like. We have the 09 command, which is for solid moving objects, ones that don't interact with you by like hurting you or anything like that. Then we have, yeah, this is basic how it looks. I can't talk enough, sorry. This is the loop command right here, the 08 and 09. You have to have your the ASM functions you want to call in between those. So this one right here in particular calls the I think it's the interaction script in the ROM. I can't remember what Kaze said it was, but that's the one you need to put into the main loop, or else you won't interact with the object at all. And then I believe this is the moving up and down, or the moving. One of these is moving right here. I can't tell which one's which. One of these is moving up, one of these is moving down. So let's go to this behavior in the ROM, 21D930. We'll go ahead and exit out that now. So that is at 21D930 in the ROM. So go ahead and search, go to. You can see the behavior right here. Now remember how I said 2A is the collision pointer, or the collision command right there. You want to move your cursor to where the beginning of the last 4 bytes are. In this case it's 2A000070288C, which is, this is the one you want right here. You'll take that location, which is 21D93C. So go back into level importer. So we'll go in there, load up the model again. Set the scale. Of course, you can write this entire behavior anywhere in the ROM. Like in Shysis 3, there's a lot of behaviors that I overwrote and just wrote my own over those. So you can write that anywhere in the ROM, just as long as you have the position of where this value is, you're fine. So I'll go ahead and use the custom importer, and this will issue collision set. Yep, it's fine. Let's move this here. Go to Castle in the Sky, import the collision, and now in the collision pointer field, enter the value you had, which was 21D93C in this case. There you go. Now let's import that. Welcome back, Daniel. So now we have that set in there. We will load up the level again. Challenge D. We'll make sure that the correct RAM bank is selected, which in this case is Rainbow Ride because he's a Rainbow Ride object. Import that. There you go. Oh, don't want to do that. So that level's re-imported now. I don't know if I actually lost if I recorded already or not. Anyways, so we'll do that. I was paying attention. So do that. Go and open up the ROM in Toadstool or Quad64, which I'll go and open up now. Which is like alternative to Toadstool. Oh, looks like we have to open up the Toadstool now, so let's go and open up the Toadstool. Alright, I like to use, I like to use both sometimes. Quad 64 is definitely faster to use. Let's see. I can't find moving up and down. I'm blind. I think it's in the behaviors actually. Moving up and down right there. There you go. Let's go ahead and set that in there. So we will put this like right here. Spinning one, yeah. Yeah, now it's easy for me to do. I know how to use it now. Let's see, so we'll move that level with that kind of. There you go. Alright, that object's set in there. Let's go ahead and so let's pause the music again. Hey Luma. Okay, there you go. Let's see how it looks. If it's imported correctly or not. There's a chance it did. Enemies might. They might be. I'm not sure. Oh, there it goes. The render distance was just really bad. There you go. It's all set. And render distance you can change with the geo layout switch. I still haven't figured those out yet. I haven't listed those yet. Yeah. That works now. No, go there. There you go. That's just a basic platform and basic custom object. You can do other stuff later on with behaviors, like making stars move up and down, and other stuff like that. Alright, that's that. And that doesn't kill you yet. Okay. Alright. Well, see, I have about 7 more minutes left to do this, so I'll show off some of the cancel stuff I did. And by that I mean Shine Stars Extreme Edition, which I'm probably not gonna make anymore, to be honest. This is the entire thing. RIP. Everyone keeps asking me for this hack, but I don't like making extreme hacks, so that's why I'm not really making it. Let's see. Is this manage cap? No. Is this manage cap? No. Is this manage cap? Yep, here you go. I'm terrible at this, by the way. One level. I'm too lazy to make the last level. And plus, it's something to do Toadstool work, which I really don't want to do. I hate Toadstool work. I'm not good at this, by the way, just so you know. First, no, I missed a thing. Hold on, I gotta figure out how I did this last time. Keyboard buttons. Yes, precise shift. I missed it. Oh my. I'm not good at this. I'm gonna spend the whole 7 minutes trying to figure out how to get this. He's not getting past this. Yeah, I'm not. Okay, here we go. This is a good angle. Okay, assuming I actually jump. I'm terrible. It's just one triple jump, I swear. Got it! Oh, I got it in a box. Got it right here. Right there. Finally. Okay, rest part's free. The rest of the level's free. Oh, Nightmare 110, huh? The rest of this level's free, like I said. Wait, what am I doing? I'm done. Hold on. I'm not good at ROM X. You already know this. Okay. Good lord. Maybe I'll consider finishing this again. I'll think about finishing up this hack. I just don't want to make it SS1 level for the final level. I might take one SS3. I'll see. I'll consider it. Oh, even triple jump. Good meme. I just miss computing. That works. Yeah, if you want, Arthur. I don't really mind. He's not making until I start streaming. This is true. I missed again. There we go. Got it, barely. Right here. I usually work on hacks offline every day, but on stream I do it 3 times a week. However, like, I haven't worked on anything this week because I've been sick. And I've had other stuff to do. I do music stuff too. Or not music stuff, Paper Mario hacking too. So, that's... Oh my gosh. I can't triple jump wall kick. What is going on? Okay, hold on. I have a better idea. Okay, hello Percy. Hello. Hello again, Percy. Why am I getting Percy? When I'm not, okay, there we go. Good. I don't know if I want to tip this. There we go. look right there, the star. So I'm just kidding. And I got that. There he goes. Nope. That wasn't it either. I can't remember how to get the star, to be honest. It's so close. Even your mic, that's what a lot of people said. I'm using my really terrible mic. My good mic is at my green dorm room. Oh my gosh. Wait, I think I remember. You do this. Well, not that. This. Not that either. This. Nope. I can't remember how to get the star. It's so close. This just shows how good I am at ROM hacks, by the way. Maybe you can't even get the star yet. You might not be able to get the star yet. Nope. Long jump? Nope. Okay, I can't figure out how to do it. I forgot how to do it too. How did I get it that way? I don't remember how to get this stuff. But anyways. Alright. I guess that's all I have. Next up is, I think, Nightmare 110. I can't remember who's by, but next up is Nightmare 110. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.